It's Miyoshi and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a get ready with me, and I actually want to talk to you guys about a couple of things. I was actually on Instagram yesterday and today, and I was kind of trolling a little bit. I was asking my followers some questions. So if you guys are not following on Instagram, make sure you follow my Instagram right now because I be doing the most. I was asking my followers some questions about like relationships and stuff. So I'm gonna quickly, first of all, get into my phone case. She's so cute. Anyway, so I'm gonna quickly tell you guys what those questions were. So the first question is, if you're in a relationship, is your partner allowed to go on friend dates with the opposite sex? Now, 64% of people said no. And I feel like personally, why not? Now, I'm playing devil's advocate on this one, obviously, because to be quite honest, I probably wouldn't feel that comfortable with my significant other going out on a friend date. Now, when I say friend date, I mean like, you know how like girls get together and they be like, oh, we're gonna go on a date. We're gonna go on a date. Usually they get dressed up. It's like a whole affair. Sorry, I'm trying to find my... Oh. This is not my concealer brush, but we're gonna go with it for today. So clean these eyebrows. All of the products that I use will be left in the description box. So yeah, we're not gonna really focus on products that much today. It's just mostly about having a little conversation. So I thought that was strange that 64% of people said no. Like, what you mean no? Because I know men that literally go to the club with their bros. Like, that's a date. Not like a date, like that's not like a cute date, but that's still a date. Like, you guys literally will link up, go to a restaurant, go to bars. Like, men will really beat up another man's ass, like seriously, like that. I'm not even trying to be funny, but I've seen lately there's a huge change in a lot of men where they feel like they're the prize and they're the ones that, you know, need to have money spent on them, and they're the ones that basically should be courted. You know what I'm saying? And I personally feel like you gotta pick a side. I'm not saying that you can't, like, men don't deserve gifts and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, chivalry didn't exist where women was like doing the most for men. Like, that was a whole thing. Like, men were literally like trying to court women, like, and now men feel like, oh, okay, well, we've evolved, you guys gotta fly us out and shit like that. And I'm like, okay, I am not the bitch for you. How do you guys feel about men thinking that women should court them just as equally as a man would court a woman? Because in my personal experience, there was never a man that I wanted to talk to. Respectfully, there was never a man that I felt like I need to put myself out there to get his attention, to talk to him, to date him. I never looked into a stream, a crowd. I never been on an Instagram live. I've never been on no nigga profile, okay? And was like, I want that. I need that. What I gotta do to get that? And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with a woman asking a man out. That's not what I'm saying. But my thing is, like, it's a man's role to court the women because we're the ones that are gonna give you reproduction. Like, we're the ones that, you know, multiply whatever you give us. So if you give me nothing, you get nothing. Like, what are you actually saying here? So I'm just fixing my buttons. I'm just truly appalled by the men in this generation. Moving on to the second question, because it gets worse, guys. It gets worse. So the second question was, are you insecure when your partner is on the opposite sex? Now, don't forget the first question was, if you're in a relationship, is your partner allowed to go on friend dates with the opposite sex? Then I asked, are you insecure when your partner is around the opposite sex? 86% of people said no. mind you, before that 64% of people said no, that they couldn't go on a date with the opposite sex. So like if I'm in a relationship with a man, I can't go out, like I can't have male friends and me and my male friend can't link up. I can only link up with my female friends. However, my man is not insecure when I'm around other men. What? Now this is for like this is both parties. It's not like just like, I didn't say like guys, girls, whatever. I didn't put a gender on it because I wanted to see both sides. Now that's men and women saying no for both of those, which quite literally makes no sense. It makes no sense. Like I'm not coming for none of my followers on Instagram, because this is people how the way people genuinely feel and the way people genuinely think. Moving on to foundation. So I'm just kind of like at a loss for words, to say the least, because if you're not insecure, if you're not insecure when your partner is around the opposite sex, then how, like, what's the difference there? I probably should have made a question elaborating on that as well, because it could be a difference. It could be on some like, no, I'm not insecure when my partner's around the opposite sex when it's a platonic type of environment. Like maybe they mean like, obviously he can have or she can have the co-workers of the opposite sex and no one's gonna be like feeling threatened. But I guess the friend date thing is probably dragging it. Like, why do you need to be on a solo date that's giving like romantic couple vibes with your friend? Like, why do you need to be in an environment like that with your friend? Which is totally understandable, but I do know there's couples that allow them to do that as long as the trust is there for their partner, and you know, vice versa. So I mean, okay, I could see where you going with that one. But I feel like it's a little bit contradictory to be like, my partner can go out they can't go out with their friend, someone that you know is their friend though. Like that's the thing, like you know this person is their friend, they can't go on a date with them, but you're not insecure. I wonder what's the issue. Is it the friend or is it you? Or is it their relationship that threatens you? Because there gotta be something deeper than that. So the next one I asked them is when I started getting a little bit more specific, like with genders and stuff. So I'm like, ladies, do you like when your man / boyfriend is around his friends? I had to make the differentiation because there's a lot of people be like, that's my man. And then you got people where that's their boyfriend. Don't ask me to go into detail. If you know, you know. And the ladies, 83% of them said yes. Now here's the flip side. Guys, do you like when your girl / girlfriend hangs out with her girls? And I had to make it clear because men always, you know, like they always have these like preconceived notions in their head. Like you gotta be very, very clear cut when you're talking to a man. It's something I learned as a young woman in today's society. Like you need to be straight up, you need to give them bullet points and all that, but don't be like too wordy either. So I was like, brunch, parties, vacations, because these are typical things that females will do together, because I feel like sisterhood and brotherhood are expressed in different ways. And I feel like when you have like a female friend group, those are the type of things that you do. I know those are the things that I do with my female friends. And like right now, me and my female friends are planning a vacation. So it's like, you know, I was curious. 61% said yes and 39% said no. So the niggas that said no, I want to know why it's no. According to my Instagram, the girls is like, yes, go ahead, go be with your friends, go be with your little friends. The have fun is not like on some questionable, you know what I'm saying? You know how girls be like, oh, have fun, and then guys start panicking like, have fun? What you mean have fun? So the ladies want y'all to go hang out with your friends. Let's just make that clear. But y'all don't want us to hang out with our female friends? Interesting. So the question I asked after that is, I don't know, this is like an Instagram thing, so maybe some of my audience might not understand, so I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a backstory. There is a rapper, his name is A Boogie, and he is a Bronx rapper. As you guys know, I'm from New York, so I'm very much New York, like period. In New York, right, everything is pretty much like everybody knows each other basically. So celebrities to us are not like how celebrities are to people in other states. Like we don't we don't really care that much, but we also have the ability to know their real business. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, we like really know your business. Like, it's not like, you know, you have that separations. Like, no, we from the same place. We from, like, we know you. We knew you before you was famous, and we know you now. You get what I'm saying? So he and his baby mother, ex/ex-girlfriend, Ella, broke up recently, like within the past month, I think. So at first, I'm not gonna lie, I think Instagram thought it was a joke. I think they thought it was like for promo, because you know how celebrities are. They always start some drama right when something's about to come out, because he has new music coming out, and everybody knows A Boogie is known for his heartbreak, DTB type songs, like fuck bitches, get money type of thing. Those are the songs that the hood asks for. Like, and I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, this is what the streets is asking for. Like, the New York streets, this is what we want. That's the boogie that we love, you know? So people thought it was a joke. I'm not gonna lie, I also thought it was for some publicity. But then after a while, Ella's really been outside. And if you guys are not familiar with the term outside, it's like, yo, she's not that she's for the streets, as in like she's like a hoe or something, but more so like she's outside. She's living her best life. She's single. She's being seen. Now, her being outside is a big deal because she was a homebody when she was with him, and it wasn't a secret. Like, girl was always posting in her house. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's just a nice change in her dynamic, like, you know, personally wise. And then she has 2 kids, so it's kind of like, that's nice for you. Like, I like it. I think it's very nice that she gets to go outside and enjoy her friends and enjoy her youth. She's a young girl. Like, come on, like, let's really be real. Let's really break it down. But anyways, when they broke up, he posted "be free" with the butterfly emoji. So like, the running joke on Instagram is like, you know, Ella's free. Like, he's letting her be free to live her life, whatever that means. Men are crazy. But anyways, that's a story for another time. I asked Instagram, I'm like, okay, is it possible to have a hot girl summer? Because a lot of people have been changing the definition of a hot girl summer on Instagram, saying like it has nothing to do with being a hoe. I'm using quotes because I don't like that word. I don't like calling women hoes when they're just living their life and they're not doing anything to bother anybody. You know, it has nothing to do with being a hoe. It's just about enjoying your summer, enjoying your life, not letting, you know, people or things hold you back from doing the things that you really want to do. And I feel like that's great life lesson. Like, why should I not live my life or whatever? But I asked it, like, can you have, you know, a be free summer or a hot girl summer while in a relationship? And let's see how many people said no. Because a lot of people said no. I take that back. 87% of people said yes. And I'm not gonna lie, this question was mostly answered by women. 6 people said no. And mostly it was men. 2 women said no as well. Okay, now we gotta get specific. So I said, do you prefer an official relationship or an unofficial relationship? 94% of people said official, and 2 of them voted unofficial. So I mean, I guess it depends on the dynamic of your relationship that you're in, whether it's appropriate or not. I personally feel like if I'm in a relationship, then that person should not be stunting me in any way. Like, if you meet me in a certain setting, for instance, like, I've definitely met guys that I started talking to, like we met in a party location. Like, we call them spots, but we met in a spot. Like, maybe I was out with my girls, because I'll go out with females. I don't go out with men. I don't know why. It just is something that I don't really care for. I don't like going out. Sorry guys, I didn't get my powder. I don't like going out with men. I don't know, because men get weird. I will go out with a man, like not like a group of guys. Like, it could be one guy and that's like my bro, but I'm not going out with a whole gang of dudes. That's not for me. It has to be at least 2 to 3 girls that I know personally, and I'm arriving with those girls and I'm leaving with those girls. Whenever those girls move, I move, just like that. I feel like, you know, it all, you gotta take things into consideration. Like, it's not for you to be mad that I'm in the spot when you met me in the spot, and that also doesn't make me a hoe that you met me in the spot. Because if I was a hoe, why would you try to talk to me if you don't like hoes? That's just my perception. So I feel like if if you know someone and you've been dating someone and you know the things that they like and the way that they like to have fun, I don't think that it makes them a hoe for doing it more when naturally everybody wants to be outside. Like, it's summertime, everybody wants to come outside. We've been in a panorama now. It comes summertime and everybody wants to be outside and have fun, and it's cookouts and there's parties everywhere and everybody's feeling good and everybody got their outfits, fresh G Fazos everywhere. Like, come on now. You want to call us, well, not, when I say us, I mean that's typically like men would be calling us a hoe as a female. But I mean, I don't think that's fair to judge someone based on what they choose to do with their free time. Like, they're not you, and that's it. As long as the person is not disrespecting you and they're not doing things that you feel like are crossing the line, then I don't think there's anything wrong with women going out and being outside, because that's what the niggas are gonna do. They're gonna be outside. I literally watch men be on the corner 365. It could be a snowstorm, it could be a rainstorm. I'm talking about New York City rain. Sometimes that shit come down, okay? Sometimes that shit really be feeling like you about to get swept away into the eye of the hurricane, and they will still be outside on the corner in front of the store. But they not a hoe. You outside for free, for nothing. These I'm outside having fun, I'm with my friends, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like, you know, depending on like if you talk to this person or if you guys are actually in a committed relationship, you guys sat down and was like, yes honey, we're together, I love you, I want to be with you, you my man, you my B. Because you know how men are, they always want to call somebody they B word. I feel like the be free thing has nothing to do with being a hoe. I think it's just more so like, live your life. Like, I think that's what he meant by it, but I think the internet kind of took it and was like on some, you know, I think what he meant personally was like, be free as in like you can do the things that you want to do, and I'm not going to be that type of person that's like, oh, you know, like trying to stop you. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can go out and do whatever you want because we're single now, and no one's gonna be like, I'm not gonna be jealous, I'm not gonna be, you know, it's a healthy split, and I think that's fair. They're young. I personally have not met people that was willing to break up with me like that. So, well, I would break up with them, but they was still trying to be mad at the shit that I was doing, and I was like, this is beyond me, this is bonkers. The next question I asked is flirting, and then I emphasized it, like texting, physical touching, etc., cheating? And 94% of the people said yes. This, I 100,000 million trillion billion, I will die on this rock right here, honey. I will lay here and die. You are cheating. You're a cheater. You are a cheater if you are in someone's face, honey. You a cheater. I don't care. Cheat, 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 cheat. Okay, you was a cheater. If I'm dating someone and they legit wanna, like, yo, okay, now, because sometimes it don't be them. It's not necessarily your partner that's doing it. Sometimes it's really the other partner. I mean, the other person, the third party, we'll call them. So, like, I in my head, all I see is like this girl, and she on my man, and she's doing one of these, and she's doing the oh my goodness, John, you're so funny. Like that, wiping shit off my man's face. Oh, bitch, you wanna die. You wanna see your Sky Daddy right now. And I have no problem. I have a one-way ticket to Sky Daddy Express, okay? Stop playing with me. But I personally feel like that's definitely cheating. Why the fuck are they even touching you? So if you letting the next bitch just touch you, you don't know where her hands been, pre-corona, post-corona, I don't give a fuck. Did she wash her hands in the last 35 seconds? Because if not, well, it don't even matter. She about to not have no more hands. People think, oh, it's just conversation, it's so innocent. No, literally words have fucking meanings. Like, are you kidding me? And people are actually crazy. Like, you have to be careful who you entertain, because there are genuinely crazy ass people out there. And you know how people make the joke, like, you know, like Lifetime, like, you know, trying to steal my husband, trying to steal my life. That shit really do be happening. So you have to be careful, because just like in the movie Obsessed with Idris Elba and Beyonce, like he literally did oh my god, like when I tell you this man, he really did not do much and it set her off. Like sometimes people have very easy triggers, like triggers that you know, like are common phrases or just like common behavior, or some people's triggers is just genuinely when someone's nice to them. Like you can literally send a crazy person through a loop just by doing something that you consider to be polite or whatever. And I feel like that movie is a great example because there's definitely females who go that hard, like, and there's also men that go that hard. Like you don't want that type of energy. And also you got to be mindful of who you let touch you, because that energy does transfer and you're gonna bring that shit back to whoever you're actually dealing with. And that's, I feel like, I think that's why women have, like, that's what sets off women's intuition. I'm pretty sure. Maybe, oh, did I just figure something out? What if that's how it works? What if when the reason why women know when something is wrong is because that energy is on their partner, and then they pick up on it? That's fire. Wow. If it works like that, that's OD. Like that's mad cool. Like, oh my god. Get a little zap zap. Like, oh yeah, he was with that bitch, huh? So yeah, I feel like, yeah, that's definitely cheating. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Cheating, it's emotional cheating, in my opinion. You ever seen Bring It On? And it was like, they were cheering, and she was like, oh my god, you're having cheer sex with him. It's like that, like, you know, it's not physical, but it's definitely something there, and you send in vibes. So yeah, you gotta be careful with who you just be letting around you. Not everybody is your friend. You know, just stuff like that. Like some people genuinely pretend to be your friend just so they can get stuff from you or have a certain type of connection to you. And I feel like, you know, whenever your partner feels like they're being cheated on, or they feel like, you know, this is not a situation that they're comfortable with and it involves another person, I feel like you should always take your partner's side. Like you could get another friend, but the relationship that you have with your partner could potentially be irreplaceable, but that person could be. Like you really got to just weigh your options and be honest with yourself, like in your behavior, because people know what they do. Do not let nobody fool you. They be knowing what they're doing, and it's not a game. It's dead serious. Like, so don't let nobody get one up on you because, or try to play you for a fool. Like you know what you did, and I said what I said. Like that's it. The last question I asked, this was just me being like extra funny or whatever. So I said, if you have sex with someone your friend previously did, who's the hoe? And 77% of people said you, meaning like for instance, if I had slept with one of my friend's previous sexual partners, like I'm the hoe. And then 23% said that the other person is a hoe. Now, in my opinion, I feel like the person who has the loyalty to the friend is the hoe. That's my opinion. One of my followers did write me personally, and it was like, everybody's a hoe. Because why are you sleeping with your friends, like someone they slept with? Because that's pretty weird. That's pretty unusual. 0 out of 10, don't recommend. So I feel like I don't think everybody's a hoe. Because the person that slept with them first is definitely not a hoe. I mean, unless you know something about your friend that I don't, then please inform me down in the comments. But I don't think that first friend is a hoe at all. I think the person, like the me in this situation, is the hoe. Even though I wouldn't go so far as calling them a hoe, but you know, you gotta make these questions fun for the people. So yeah, you have to be very, very mindful of the people that surround you, because them friends be fake. I have to talk to people. Like, I feel like people be forgetting that, and a lot of people be afraid to lose friends, which I feel like is why, like, especially in the case of men, they will put their woman second to their bros, which I feel like is, I don't want to call it homosexual, but it's definitely giving me homosexual vibes, because it's like, why giving your girl that has sex with you. Not to say like that's the reason why you should give a woman anything, but that's definitely top 2, you know. She's the one that's sleeping with you. She's the one that's actually putting up with your mood swings and, you know, the parts of you that your friends don't get to see nor deal with, and you still reward the friends with the behavior that someone else is providing. It's very odd to me, because I definitely have heard stories about men who literally won't buy their girlfriend nothing, like nothing, and they have not necessarily that they have the money to, which they do, but they don't even, it's the fact that they don't have the desire to, but they'll go and spend a whole bunch of money on a trip for their friend's birthday, or, you know, just spending money in like lounges and stuff for their friend, or going out and having like $1,000 dinner, like $1,000 birthday dinner for their friend. But it's like when it's time to appreciate your woman, when it's time to show her some love, affection, and attention, like they just literally fall short every single time. They don't even fall short because I don't even think they be trying, which actually makes me sad, because it's like this beautiful ass woman, in my case beautiful black woman, because a lot of my friends are black, so it's like this beautiful black woman, this fucking queen, okay, who does for herself, like takes care of herself, takes care of you, buys all her own shit, pays her bills, this, that, and third. You can't throw her a little something, can't get her a little wallet or something to put her hard-earned money in, because you ain't giving her no money. Not to say that men have to give you money, but I'm just saying, like, women provide, and everything in life is a currency. Like, we exchange all the time, whether it be time, energy, physical money. Like, everything is an exchange. Like, in order for me to give, I have to have something for you to take. You get what I'm saying? So you can't do like the littlest thing for her. Like, come on. I'd be so surprised, and it truly devastates my little soul, because it's like, they don't deserve that. Nobody deserves that. Everybody deserves to feel appreciated, especially by the person that they're in a relationship with. And a lot of the time, women will do a lot of the outreach, you know, to maintain the connection. And I feel like women, like, we have to stop doing that. Like, stop chasing. It's not chasing, but it is chasing. I don't want to say chasing and like make you feel like you really running for a nigga. It's like you reaching out and you're doing a lot of things. You're showing the interest and everything like that. And you shouldn't always have to do that, because at the end of the day, you are still the prize. And men, I feel like they started to forget that as a woman, we are the prize. But you know, after a while, men get comfortable. People in general get comfortable. Like, if you, for instance, if you text somebody good morning every single day, there's gonna be a day where you want them to text you good morning. Or say you wake up late, that'll be the day that you realize that this person doesn't even care if you woke up or not, because they're constantly waiting for you to do all of the work. And it's like, relationships go both ways. It's give and take, and you're not going to just be taking all of my energy and you're not giving me nothing. I'm not saying a good morning text is the end all be all, but it's definitely a fucking start, honey. Like, you can't tell me good morning. Saying good morning to me personally, reaching out to me, means you care that I'm alive, because I didn't have to wake up today. Like, people be forgetting that. Like, people die every 3 seconds. What science said? Every 3 seconds, something like that. It could have been my 3 seconds. And then what? Then you didn't cry in my tombstone? Save it. Like, save it. Because you couldn't care enough to make sure I woke up this morning and stuff like that. But you want the kitty cat. You want to see Miss Kitty? Oh, no. You want to see Miss Kitty Cat. So if that person don't care to see if you alive, if you woke up this morning, if this person don't care enough to be praying over you when you got hard times, but they always want you there to wipe up their tears and shit, and pick them up and carry their load and hold them down and buy them this, because a nigga will definitely tell you, oh, I want this. Like, I want that. Men are bold. Men are really bold. And I think that's why, as women, we need to be bolder. Okay? We need to be bold, italicized, and underlined. Because the way these niggas be having us fucked up, it's beyond me. Now, what I am going to say is, this is not a bash men rant. This is just the facts. this is what I've seen, this is what I've heard, and these are the experiences that other women have told me that they have had or currently have. But yeah, how you don't want somebody to be around half of the world population? It's odd. Not even half, because there's more women than men, but you get my point. Like, but you're not insecure. Okay, whatever you say, Jimmy. You're not insecure, but I can't have my male best friend that I've had since I was 3. But another thing too, men need to learn how to be friends with women. A lot of men do not know how to be a woman's friend. And if they do, they're gay. Or they can't do it for long. Yeah, if not, they're usually gay. Or they cannot do it for long. Because I've definitely had experiences where I felt like this young man could like really be my friend. Like I could count on him for advice. Like, because sometimes as a woman you need a man's perspective to know if you're bugging or not. Because sometimes I ain't gonna lie, I be bugging. The voices in my head, honey, if I listened to them voices, they would have me on Snap, all types of crazy shit. FBI most wanted, because I'm not going to jail. Yeah, a lot of men do not know how to be a woman's friend, and I feel like that's kind of why like women are like, especially black women, like, but women are not protected as much because men don't know how to be around a woman without seeing her as a sexual desire. And it's like, she's a person. Like, I am a person and I have feelings and I have things that I go through. Why do we constantly have to like be on some sexual shit? I don't even want to f you, like, if we're being honest. And it is crazy because it's like you'll be talking to them about your man that you love and stuff like that, and then they'll try to like, what are you doing? Like, I'm not even talking about you. I have no clear attraction to you. You touching me for what? Like, you're being a weirdo. You're giving me R vibes, R word vibes, okay? And that's not cool. Like, women should have a safe space where they should be able to communicate with men, and it can be a platonic friendship, and it doesn't have to be, and it can always be a platonic friendship. Like, it doesn't have to like switch up. Like, no one has to get feelings for the other person. Like, that's so weird to me. Like, but anyways, this, you guys, is the final look. I just, like I said, it was my everyday makeup routine. Usually I do winged eyeliner, but today I wanted just to, I don't feel like it, because honestly I said get ready with me, but I'm about to get ready to get back in the bed. I'm about to get back in the bed. I just wanted to record and talk to you guys because the results from this shit was beyond me. Like, I could not I was cracking up. I'm not gonna lie, like, I was cracking up the whole time because it's like, I like to do social experiments, and I'm big on psychology and sociology and like just studying people and like the decisions that they make and the way that they react to certain stimuli. And this was like, this experiment, I didn't even know it was an experiment, but this experiment did way better than I thought it would. Like, the reactions, the amount of people that like engaged was crazy. Like, I haven't had that type of engagement on my accounts in like a minute. Like, and I was just so hyped. I'm like, yo, I gotta record this shit right now, today. So yeah, if you guys really enjoyed this video, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll leave all of my social media down in the description box so that way you can participate in next week's girl chat. I think I want to do these things a little bit more weekly because they're fun. Like, they're fun for me. I think they're going to be fun for you, and it kind of just gets us talking, you know. I want to have a conversation down in the comment section below, so make sure you tell me, guys, what you think to these questions. I'll leave the questions that I put down in the description box as well if you actually want to answer them. I would love that. I would love that. Thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in. As I mentioned before, all of the makeup details will be in the description box. This is like my cute, calm, everyday type of vibe. Just pretty bitch. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I can't wait to see you guys next time. Later.